Hey everyone, glad everyone can make it that's here. I see JP is already uh got in the mix here. Good deal. Why do you cough? Actually, neither. Um, I cough due to several throat surgeries that has left a permanent tickle in my throat and makes me cough. So that would be why. But I hope everybody's here gonna enjoy the stream. Had a little bit of a hiccup trying to get started, but you know how technology is, it pretty much does whatever it wants. So here we are again today on Shifting Spirit. Uh, she is, of course, here with Runs with Wind, who appears to be hiding in a bush for whatever reason, playing hide and go seek. That is cute. All right, so little catch up. If you did not get to catch the stream yesterday, she did a little herbing, a little hunting, which she always does at the very beginning, just to get things going. Um, Went to visit the Mi'kmaq tribe. They were not home, so she decided to go see if she could find the buffalo. Han to you too, JP. Um, to see if she could find the buffalo, and of course she ran into Hex Kane, who is a very gray area type of character. Lovely person. He's had many a run in with Creeper. If you watch Hexum TV on Twitch, that is his channel, and him and Creeper and the rest of the family have had a lovely interaction. Hey, Alex, glad you can make it. Uh, but he treated her nice. He treated her polite. He was very gentle with her. Uh, Actually softened him up. I think. She was throwing a little bit of wisdom, knowledge at him that she had learned from her mother and father. I haven't catched one of your streams. Well, I am so glad you can make it. Yes, and Ali, not Otis, Ali. Uh, yeah, she met him. Met a mountain man when she didn't know what to think. She probably thought he was a grizzly bear or something that walked on two legs. But and Hex, you know, learned a little bit. She learned some from Hex and everything, so that was lovely. Oh yeah, yeah. He is until he meets Creeper, and Creeper can kind of outwit him pretty good because she has that shock factor whenever she talks because she doesn't care what she says, and he doesn't know how to take her. And anytime he says something, Creeper will throw it right back in his face. And it's just her personality. Shifting here, though, of course, is still a scared little native girl, still on her own, making friends, though, made connections. Hex offered, said anytime that she was in Blackwater and needed a place to rest, she could use his camp, and he would make sure she was watched over and taken care of, which I thought was sweet. She has the open visitor invitation from the Mi'kmaq tribe to come anytime she wants, which we did yesterday. Somebody on a horse do that. Guns are so loud. Of course, she doesn't use guns. Uh, she only uses a bow because, well, quite frankly, no one's taught her how to use a gun. Like I was saying yesterday, she's liable. If someone handed her a rifle to shoot with, she'd probably look down the barrel because she doesn't understand that they're dangerous. So we're gonna go ahead and turn on her sight, get that up and going here. So she hunts only with a bow and a knife and a lasso. She does have throwing tomahawks, but as bad as aim as I am, I could throw all three, not hit anything, and lose them. So I just don't waste my money with them. So we're gonna go ahead and get her a little bit of her herbing out of the way. She did make up some food from the berries and all the meat that she collected yesterday because she knows how to survive now. She's not starving to death like when she first arrived. Of course, she is still cautious of the white man, so she will not eat in the cafes in town because she didn't see the food prepared and she doesn't know if it's dangerous. Exactly, exactly. And I mean, anybody, you can create a character. Now this is in Dakota River Bend, the New Dakota, that we call it, here in Red Dead. And you can force a story to go faster than it needs to, or you can slow it down from what it was going. That's completely up to the person playing the character. It's how you want your story to progress. Um, Unlike story mode or RDO, it's not about the life here. It's not about how much money you can make or how fast you can rank up or how many runs you can do in a day. It's about the story. You're literally playing an actor in a movie with up to 299 other actors that are also telling their story. So you may drift into somebody's story for an hour, 2 hours, an entire night, and then you might not drift back into it for a few days because you've drifted into somebody else's story. And that's exactly what happened yesterday with her and Hex. We were enjoying her story, just taking it casually, doing our herving, our hunting, checking on the Miquas. She goes by this camp and sees people and says, "Oh, hey, I'll ask them if they've seen the Tatanka, the buffalo." And of course, if you play Red Dead Online or Story Mode, you know that Tatanka is a name of one of the legendary buffaloes. Tatanka actually means buffalo in Lakota. So they used that word to describe the legendary. They gave it the actual Lakota name. So when she wanders into Hex's camp and asks if he's seen Tatanka, he starts telling her about the rare white buffalo that spawns in, or that wakes up in the county, and pointed out. And the whole time she's talking about just regular buffalo, because to her Tatanka is regular. So that miscommunication led to an hour and a half RP session of Hex getting to know her, making her feel calm, even offered her some stew, which she turned down. But then when she walked over and sniffed it, she was like, "Smells good," so he gives her a bowl. Which she still has. She put it with the fish sandwich and the berry pie that Jonathan Cooper gave her because those are gifts, so therefore they are sacred. Food items are sacred, and it's so funny. It's the type of thing you'd expect her to one night be having a ceremony and a fire dance around an altar, and there sits a fish sandwich because it's sacred. But that's where she's at. So I think we're gonna herb a little bit, do a little hunting. Probably just do one round of herb picking around Emerald here, and then we'll go and see if Hex is awake, and see if we can have see if he's there. Might have or Ollie. Hopefully not the Mountain Man, because the Mountain Man scared her. Too much hair. And Hex had actually mentioned to her about maybe learning Lakota from her, so that he can try to at least, you know, formally talk to Greyhawk and the Miquot tribe. So she may actually teach him what his name is in Lakota, if he's there. Ollie, of course, asked what her name was in Lakota, and she wouldn't pronounce it for him. Because Ollie, to her, Ollie she didn't really know Ollie yet, and a name is the most powerful tool you have in existence. Because if nobody knows your name, then nobody knows who you are. And of course, Native Americans, giving someone your name is a sign of, friendship, a sign of respect. It's not just thrown out there willy nilly. So she wouldn't tell it to Ollie, but she did tell it to Hex, who could not pronounce it, which was funny. Now I know that smokestack is a safe, and she can't crack safes, so I'm not gonna get near it to give another player a chance that might actually get it. Otherwise, it'd just be her killing 2 white people and getting nothing out of it. And I'm not going to do that to somebody. Now, if it was one of the mystery items, she would definitely go for that. That's how she got her bow recipe that she's got and some other things. And I had thought about letting her upgrade her little campsite, but I think the campsite she has fits her perfectly. It's just a little lean-to with a bedroll. Maybe actually make a bed and put in it. For do that, but keep the little tent, the little fire, and the little tanning rack because that suits her personality. She has no want or desire for anything. So money means nothing to her. Having a large amount of stuff means nothing to her. A big fancy house or a big fancy camp means nothing because she has everything she needs. She has more food and water and berry juice than she knows what to do with. She's starting to make friends, and she's only been robbed once, thank goodness. Of course, she did get beat up pretty bad in Valentine for that. But then again, her entire life, personality, everything about her is completely controlled by everybody she meets. And if y'all ever make a suggestion that fits within her personality, that may be something she goes and do. Like, y'all say, hey, maybe she should go investigate this, and it's within an area she's familiar with. Well, she'll go investigate it. Go on a little spirit journey or whatever. Of course, without the peyote, which she does collect a lot of peyote. There we go. But she does seem to pick every berry or bush or herb that she finds, because you never know, somebody might need those. And Hex did mention to her about going to visit Miss Scarlet. So that's just right up here. So since she's out here picking berries anyway, it makes perfect sense that she would go by and see Miss Scarlet. And of course, if you missed me being on Twitch last night, Creeper, of course, read the cask of I never can say it right. Amatado, the cask of Amatado. She read that on the docks at Blackwater. Actually had a bunch of people show up for that, so definitely, if anyone here was there, definitely appreciate it. If you haven't checked it out, definitely tonight is the Mask of the Red Death. So that's what Creeper will be reading tonight. Yeah, making friends, it turned into a real story. Yeah, definitely. I'm actually really excited to see how her story is eventually going to turn out, because I refuse to plan anything she does. Actually, believe it or not, do not think about her. The moment she goes to sleep, I quit thinking about her, and don't think about her until I wake her up. And then it's like, okay, what does she want to do today? And that way, everything she does is completely organic, unscripted, unrehearsed. I love that. But with her being a more laid-back kind of character, more casual, it allows me the freedom to be able to think enough in a situation or in a conversation of how she would act or how she would say something. Creeper, on the other hand, is just, hers is complete improv, straight off the cuff, just me reacting to what's going on at that moment. And I have to be careful with that, because sometimes you can say the wrong thing not thinking about it. there's just certain things, you don't want to say in an RP scenario, that especially if we have birds in the trees or twinkles in our eyes like I do right now. Exactly. And see, especially for me, because I don't RP a lot and hadn't before I started in New Dakota. I mean, I've done Ainurauco's videos, but Ainurauco's personality is my personality. Just, lightened up a little, and Creeper's my personality, just darkened up a lot. So I don't know if Scarlet is home. I don't think Scarlet is home. But I do love the fact they actually have a door knock feature, so you can actually walk up and knock on someone's door. Oh yeah, this is Scarlet Harlot's Bunny Ranch. And when you hear that, you automatically might think something wrong, but no, she actually raises bunnies, little baby rabbits. And this is her ranch. Now, it's judging from the construction work and stuff that's been going on, she's probably fixing to actually add a lot to this and actually turn it into an official ranch. And if she does, I can't wait for that. Because then, if her and Shifting gets a chance to meet, well then, Shifting can help provide berries or herbs or anything like that, which would be nice. So it'd be really, really good. You can see smoke all the way over there. And of course, with the new spring update, there's going to be player instance housing. It's going to open up, so people will actually be able to own the inside of a house. Now, of course, the outside will still be community property, just like in most games you play. But when you walk up to the door, and you open it, it takes you into your house. So it'll be the same for everybody. Everybody can use the same door, but they're going into their house. You can invite guests in. There's unlimited items you'll be able to decorate with. So it's going to be really, really nice. And then, of course, there's also, you can rent a hotel room for a week to live in. If you was a gambling gunslinger just passing through town. Same way with houses, you can rent a house for a week at a time, a week real world. So that's going to be nice. The biggest one I'm excited about, though, is the new reputation system for outlaws. So you actually can have like the reputation meter, like down here at the bottom of the screen. So as an outlaw, you will gain reputation based on the jobs you do, the bank robberies, the holdups, anything like that. And the higher your reputation, townsfolk and other people will be able to recognize what level of an outlaw you are. So it's like, oh, you're like a level 1, just for an example. Now, the building your own houses is still restricted to Y-map, and that's an entirely different thing, but you won't be able to build your own house. Like, I can't have supplies and shifting inventory and just start building a house anywhere. They don't allow that. Because they have to have some control over it, otherwise people will be out there doing stupid stuff. Building houses right beside each other or beside somebody they're griefing or something like that. Yeah, it's not good. But, like if you're a level 1 outlaw, and somebody looks at you and goes, "You're like, I'm the biggest, baddest outlaw in the county," and they look at your rep and you've only got a level 1, yeah, you're gonna get laughed at. But if they look at you and say you've got a level 100 and you're just sitting there being quiet, not bothering nobody, they're probably not gonna bother you because you got that level 100 by being notorious. But it'll also add in a lot of RP into the game because somebody walks into a bar and just picks one person and goes, "Hey, I'm fixing to blow your brains out, blah blah blah," whatever, or "I'm fixing to rob you," and you see everybody in the room look and just start backing up from not the person at the bar, or not the one with the gun, but the person at the bar. They might want to rethink who they're robbing. So it's a great RP opportunity to help spur that on. Because everything in DRB is about adding to the RP. And I just try to do my little part that when one of my characters meets people, I want them to go away feeling like that RP session was worth the time they took. Because I spoke with Heck afterwards, and I do not consider myself a good RPer. I actually think I pretty well stink at it. That's just my opinion because I have very high standards for myself, and I see some of these other people that I watch their streams and their RP, and I'm like, man, I wish I could RP as good as them. I wish I could think about this or that. And Hex was like, Hex told me, said, you're right there. So that made me feel good. I tried. And as long as all of y'all watching are happy with what you're hearing and seeing, then I know I've done my job. Let me just check something. No, I've done my... Yep, alright. Oh, it did. That is definitely a video that, the clip, the whole video of that, I will admit I downloaded it, and I want to cut it up into an actual video for shifting. Some of those parts will be in her intro that I'm working on. I just can't find the right song, or the music for her background, because I want it to be very, very specific, and I guess I'm just being very, very needy. But yeah, that meeting with Hex will definitely be in there. And luckily, if anybody's been watching the shifting videos, I do speak Lakota. Now I keep it very toned down. Like I said, I've never met anybody else that speaks Lakota, so it's not like we could have a conversation that only me and them would understand, which would actually be freaking hilarious. But I do try to keep everything in the realm of English as much as possible without ruining her personality. Oh, thank you, JP. Thank you. That actually means a lot. The whole purpose of me streaming is not for me, it's for all of y'all. Because if something I say or something I do or me playing my character helps brighten someone's day just a little, then I've accomplished what I set out to do that day. Like, none of my channels are monetized. I do not care if they ever get monetized. That's not why I do it. Money, I'm one of those people, money means nothing to me, really. So, my reward is hoping that I made somebody smile or giggle, or at least for a brief moment forget whatever was troubling them. That's my reward. I think we've gotten all the herbs around here. Oh, but there's one. Gotta get that mint and oregano. Because when you cook meat with mint, it's going to give you a health bonus. When you cook meat with oregano, it gives you a stamina bonus. Oh, somebody put a camp back out here. Remember, there used to be a camp right here to the right, and then somebody picked it up, and now somebody's put another one back down. I love how they did that clothesline between the two tents. Right, give me just a second. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Sometimes I forget to do things like turn on my microphone, turn on background music. I love being forgetful because I don't remember that I'm doing it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get us something to drink here. Oh yeah, might as well go ahead and eat something. Now, I've got some minty bird meat here. That would have been them ducks that she shot yesterday. She got them cooked up. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we are going to meander, try casually make our way back over towards, let's go visit. I think she wants to go visit Hex's camp first to see if they're awake. Because that's a new friend. And so she would go, well, Hex and Ollie. So she might want to go there because Scarlet wasn't home. So she couldn't, because remember, Hex had told her specifically about Scarlet. So she went to go see if she was home. She wasn't. So, well. No, at some time, of course, she's gonna have to start, because Hex had mentioned some things to her about, maybe becoming a medicine woman or a shaman, or, where was her journey going to take her? Of course, she never thought about that. Her journey, consisted of survival. That was it. She got in the county. She had a day's worth of food. She was basically starving to death. Had a bow and a knife. Got in her wedding clothes. The very first action she did was just to walk straight out of Blackwater because she'd never seen a city before and it scared her and she just wanted to get away. So she walks out of Blackwater. Her horse, runs up to her. She basically claims, what's that over there? Oh, that looks like somebody driving their cows. Okay. So, at that point, she had Runs with Wind as a companion. Because remember, she doesn't own her horse. It can leave anytime it wants to. And she just started hunting and picking berries. And, of course, now she's got to where she's at here. Meeting people. She's now got an open invitation to the Miqua tribe to go anytime she wants, which pretty sure she will go and visit sometime today. I mean, not bad for somebody that was basically left to die alone. and she's not alone anymore. So she went to go see Scarlet because that was a potential friend. That Hex, who she now sees as a friend, Ollie she's still unsure of because she just met him. But Hex took time out of his day, out of everything, to get to know her, to try and help her. So that was very nice. So yeah, she wants to go see this person again. There's the black sticky water that the Iron Horse eats with the black grass, I remember. But it was kind of fun during the interaction yesterday with Hex when she was describing things the way she saw the world. A lot of times he had no clue what she was talking about. When she was talking about the Iron Horse and the Iron Horse Cave and the Jewel Land, he really had no clue. And she finally remembered that it was called Emerald. And that one little clue, he started being able to figure out how she talked. And it's like, oh, you mean Emerald Ranch? And it's like, yes, by Iron Horse Cave. It's like, oh, the train tunnel, okay. But yeah, it is definitely a lot of fun playing her because you get to, this is more casual gameplay. And of course, she doesn't, exactly. And see, I'm glad you actually said that because when she first arrived in the county, she was heartbroken. She was destroyed, devastated. I mean, she was at the lowest point a person could be because when a when a tribe banishes you, you don't even have a name anymore. You literally become nothing. No heritage, no family, no friends, no belongings, uh, no name. She kept her name, but to her tribe, she no longer has a name. She no longer exists to her entire tribe, family, and everything. So that's the lowest spot you can get. But she had one thing that helped her, and that was she was not going to give up. And so she came from that, and like you said, her tribe got rid of her, threw her away. I mean, basically threw her out of the land and forgot she had even been born. Her father, her mother, everything. That's the way they feel, though. She doesn't feel that way. She firmly believes that she has a purpose. There's a reason everything happened the way it did, and like she was telling Hex, the fates will decide, or are deciding her outcome, not her, not anyone else, not her tribe. She's the one that will decide what happens to her, and I think she's doing pretty good. I mean, if I was literally in her situation, maybe not nowadays, but in 1899, and I had a place to call my own. I had two friends, a thicka and a sunkawakin, a hawk and a horse. I've got a bow, I've got a knife, I've got my skills, and I've got plenty of food, plenty of water. I would call that a win. That would be a win. So yeah, right. She doesn't need her own tribe because they don't need her, which lets her know she's strong enough to be by herself if she wants to. Because you never know how strong you are till strong is all you have. So, of course, she still will not travel across that bridge. The Iron Horse has long legs. And a horse, yep. Well, the Sunkawakin, that means horse in Lakota, so she is riding a Sunkawakin, and she has a Thicka that is her best friend besides runs with wind, and Thicka means hawk, so that's her pet hawk. But I do think it's funny, the hawks, the people that live at Cattail Pond are the ones that gave her the hawk, and its name is Peck. She can't say Peck. Yeah, they do, and they catch some really nice ones because they even offered her a new horse. But she refused. She thanked them, but her and Runswick are bonded by friendship, so she can't just get another horse because to her that would be breaking a friendship. But yeah, they did offer to train Runs with Wind, and that's maybe some if she ever catches them awake again at her time, she may talk to them, see how much they would charge to train Runs with Wind. There's some more smoke over there. And it is kind of nice that she is no longer scared of her own shadow or afraid to leave the Emerald area. Because Emerald Ranch is green and flat and it reminds her of home, so she feels safe there. But she used to wouldn't even travel outside of that area. But now, I mean, she rides around at night, so it's not bad at all. And what is that marker going to? Yeah, I don't need the marker. I'm going to place it quickly. Oh, and yesterday she did run through the middle of an ambush. That they were really, really bad shots. And she rode into Valentine, and of course they decided they wanted to run off. And she went after them. Of course, you know, they were no longer actively trying to kill her because they thought the law was watching. So she killed all of them. Which is something typically against her nature. She doesn't really like killing other people. But in that instance, I think she got a little mad. Of course, if it was modern days and she was driving a car, she would be the kind of person that would piss or tick everybody on the road off because she never gets in a hurry. She definitely would be the person doing 45 miles an hour, just driving along like nobody else is there. Oh yeah, definitely. Um, Runs with Wind is a friend by nature, uh, which is still something sacred to her. Um, so yeah, even if she got another horse, Runs with Wind would still be a part of the friend circle, so to speak. But if Runs with Wind ever decides that it wants to leave and go be free again, uh, she will not stand in Runs with Wind's way. She will be sad that she lost a friend, but she would be happy that her friend is happy. That's just her nature. Same way with Peck. Um, if Peck decided that they wanted to fly back and be wild again, so to speak, or live, back out in the wild, she would be sad, but she would definitely encourage Peck to do what Peck feels is right because to her, making sure her friend is happy will make her happy. She would a lot rather accept that little momentary sadness than for that friend to be sad always. So yeah, absolutely. All right, now let's just hope there's not an ambush here. Yeah, because definitely to shifting. There's no greater joy than the friendship you give without being asked, or the friendship you receive without taking, without forcibly taking. Come on, I know you're right here. There it is. Hello? Hanhek? Hanhek? Heck came no here. Okay, so it looks like they're not home. But that sucker tanked that arrow, didn't it? Ah, I lost it. Oh, you little sneaky. Okay, 2 arrows and a couple of horse hooves, and that sucker's down. Pretty sure I heard the horse squish it. But that's okay, because she was... Higgs will probably be on some other time. He's usually awake in the mornings most times, I think. So she'll eventually run into him again, and we'll be able to talk to him and tell him his name in Lakota if he wants to know it. Because even yesterday, with him being friendly and helping her and everything, she was still a little bit guarded. I mean, she just met the person. Oh, she missed. No worries. I mean, she's got plenty of food, plenty of water, tons of hides stored up. Well, since Hex is not around, or Ollie, or the big burly mountain man, let's go ahead and take a ride over to the Mi'kmaq tribe, because they have given her an open invitation. And see if maybe some of them are awake, or if not, we can at least gather the ginseng and cannabis. And come on, Father, there you go. Oh no, I can't stand it when they do that. Well, you met Higgs yesterday. He's a cowboy. We've run into tons of them. The 2 guys that tried to rob her in Valentine. Oh. Well, there is a clear understanding, just like Higgs was talking about yesterday. That right there is Shooter McGavin's ranch. Of course, he's a cowboy rancher. Right on the other side of, right where the tree line starts on the other side of his ranch is the start of the Indian, where the Mi'kmaq tribe. So, All you have to do is go over there and start shooting black bears, and they'll let you know real quick that they're around. Like the instance of seeing Hex one time. Now this was during his stream though. But he was hunting black bears, and an arrow literally, he was standing right beside a tree, and an arrow hit the tree right in front of his face. He just turned around and hightailed it out of there. And of course, that was a warning shot, which is within RP. Warning shots are within RP. No, if you hit the person without interacting, that's fail RP. But if you fire a warning shot, it's like, hey, you're not supposed to be here. I'm letting you know I see you. You have a choice to make. So, of course, the smart thing to do at that point is to run away and get out of the territory because you're not supposed to be there. And actually, believe it, warning shots was an actual thing. Native Americans would often fire an arrow to the object closest to your head. That lets you know that they didn't miss, because if they were that good of a shot, they didn't miss. They were letting you know, I'm giving you a chance to run. You can decide to stay and fight, but you already know I can hit you right now. But yeah, that would actually be funny, though, JP. Tomato. Hey, Gibson. Okay, pretty sure that was a black bear. Or as Shifting would say, that was a supamato, which means black bear. You definitely hear all the coyotes out tonight. Right? Yeah, a moving target. Oh, between their gun belts, their spurs, and anything else, they were definitely not a silent moving target. There's the wolves. You can always tell when you enter the area. Oh, that was sneaky. Quit wasting my arrows, because we all know I can't hit something. Well, that scared the crap out of my horse. I hear it, but I don't see it. Okay, maybe the other one ran off after I shot his friend. Yeah, okay, so. Yeah, that was a couple of Tunk Manitou, which is wolf. Tunk Manitou. But maybe that was one of them actually heading in. We'll get to actually see one of them or talk to some of them. Han, hello? Han, hello? They, no, not here. But we will go ahead and pick our herbs while we're here. I was hoping that they were here today. That we could further her story a little bit with them, but that's okay. And of course, her name in Lakota, of course, is Yutoka Kika Nagi. Yutoka Kika Nagi. It means shifting spirit. But she doesn't tell everybody that aspect, that pronunciation of her name, because that to her is sacred. She just tell everybody she's shifting spirit. Okay, well, they're not home. Oh, that was an elk. Ah, red fox. So, well, let's go ahead and head back towards. We'll head back over this way, to where she's more familiar. Definitely going to avoid that town. Not going back there unless I absolutely 100% have to. Actually, let's go see if any of them are in camp at the night. Last time was on a real world. Han.
Hello, hello.
Han, hello.
Ah, we meet again.
Yes, we meet. Yes.
Please, come and join me. I'm just heading over to the tribe here.
Thank you.
How have you been?
Me, fine. Been fine.
Glad to hear.
I've met new people and very nice people.
Well, that's good. Most people are usually quite decent.
People in Valentine not nice. They rob.
You've been robbed. I'm sorry to hear that.
It was many days ago, but
Hmm.
um men with gun protect and give money back.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, there's a hitching post just around here. Oop, 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 I'm stuck. There we
Run
go.
with wind. You stay. Eat.
Uh, Speaking of food, are you hungry? Do you need anything to drink or eat?
No. Me have much food, much drink.
Oh, good. Well, what brings you to my neck of the woods, as it were?
Me was um me went go see Tatanka at Blackwater, but they not awake.
Hmm.
So me come uh me come visit Miqua.
Do you mean Miwok?
Milwaukee. Sorry, me get confused sometimes.
No, no, you're fine. Okay. Yes. So you said Takanta at the Blackwater?
Yes,
That's
the buffalo.
yeah, yeah. I'm aware that's the Lakota word for buffalo. Do
Yes,
you mean the one that's in the Great Plains, the big fields out there?
yes. Me see one by in Julian. Not Julian. Wait, Emerald Ranch. That's where
Uh,
me live.
uh, you live up that way. I see. I see.
Mm. Sorry, me still learning white man words is hard.
Oh, you do a good job. You do a perfect job. So, okay. Well, I probably said this last time, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but I just have a habit to make sure I always say it. But if you do need a space among our tribe, we've always got space here. I believe that within the laws of the land, you can be in up to two camps at once.
Me, um, me would be no. Me be honored join tribe if have.
Absolutely. We do have space here at this one. We have three separate locations. I can show you them if you wish.
It's not incon it's not bad.
Mhm. Inconvenient, I think, was the word you
Yes,
were thinking.
inconvenient.
Oh no, it's no problem at all. We we'll just go on my horse just to save some time, make it easier for you.
Yes, me not familiar with land.
That's okay. Here, hop on. I might need to send it away and call it again because I haven't got any of the tack. Um,
Me understand sometimes spirits take tack from runs with wind.
um, Probably a fox. Damn tricksters.
Yeah, me see red fox right before you ride up.
Well, there we are. All right, let me send this away here. And then with any luck. Okay, already looking a little bit promising. There we are. Much better. Hop on.
Sorry, me had to speak voice box.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. So where we just came from was Tawodi. I mean, where you speak Lakota, but Tawodi is Cherokee for hawk.
Yes, hog is thicker in my language.
I see. I see. We have many people from all kinds of backgrounds, different tribes and heritage, so there will be various languages in use, I'm sure.
It's, me try learn all languages to understand everyone.
That is a big ambition, but it's good of you to do. All right, this one up here is Inoli, meaning badger. It is watched over by Goga Inoli, summer badger. I don't believe he is in county right this moment in time, but I believe there is still a vacancy at this camp. Would you wish to be here?
Is much room.
Yes. Yeah. One other location. It's a little bit further away, on the very edges of tall trees. Oh, what were you going to say?
It's very beautiful land.
That it definitely is. I agree. We are very lucky to be able to have established ourselves as we have.
White men take most everything.
This is true. Yeah. I prefer to call them settlers to avoid any confusion, so that people can treat us similarly with respect.
Settlers.
Settlers, yes. They've come to settle in the land. Okay, well, the fog has made things difficult, but here we are. This is Camp Yona. It means bear. It is managed by Moses Standing Bear. He's training to be a lawman at the moment, but this is his establishment, his little setup here. Has a good-looking viewpoint.
Is very good point. In Lakota, bear is motto.
Motto.
Sacred bear would be Sapo Mato, mean black bear.
Sapo Mato? Have I said that right?
Sapa Mato.
Sapa Mato. Gotcha. Yes. Black bears are sacred to us here in at the Miwok tribe as well.
It's sacred you, sacred me.
Say that again.
It's sacred you, then sacred me.
Right. It's sacred for all of us. Yes.
Yes. All of us. Yes.
So yes, there's this camp here, and I believe there is currently still one vacancy at Camp Tawodi, which was where we started. So the choice is yours as to which one you want to be reside at.
Choice cannot be mine. You chief is your choice.
Yeah, this is true. Okay. I tell you what, there's always people coming by Camp Tawodi. And so, I wouldn't want you to feel put off or left astray if I was to send you to one of the quieter camps. So for now, you can join Tawodi, and then should you wish at a later point, you can always move to one of the other ones.
If chief so decide, me honor.
Well, yes. I also decided I would like to do what benefits you. You are a tribe member.
Me understand, but me trust chief.
Well, I appreciate that. Oh. Oh, there's an elk there. I wondered what that noise was. All right. Bear with me just a moment.
Me bear with you. Yes.
I checked out patrols, and I can't see that I've taken note of your name.
My name is Shifting Spirit.
Shifting Spirit, that was it. Well, Shifting Spirit. In order to manage some aspects of the tribe, for example, we have our trials that you can obviously partake in. We also have my stables has a number of horses available for any tribe member to take their pick from, essentially. As well as other spaces for learning about other indigenous culture among our tribe. You're welcome to reach out to me. I suppose, well, some people word it differently, and some people say spiritually. Other people say the Discordia, etc. So if you reach out to me through there, and I will give you a place among our tribe there, so that you can get settled in properly and see more.
Yes. Me understand. We'll reach out.
Excellent. Let me get you that invitation. You have any questions? Are you same? I don't know if I picked up on. You have a question?
Would Chief like know Lakota name?
I would like to learn it. Yes, and especially if you want me to call you it as a preference.
Me prefer shifting in this world, but Lakota name is Yotika Kanagi.
You say that again?
Yutokika Nagi.
Yotika ka na? Did I say that right?
Very close. Yotiki ka Nagi.
Yotik. Oh God, I'm not very good with Lakota tongue. I am Cherokee myself. Yotiki ka nagi. Is that better? I think I'm trying, but not close enough. Yothokika Nagi.
Yes, that's very close. Yes.
Okay.
Of course, Nagi is spirit.
Yes. Okay. Well, I apologize for mispronouncing the name, but I did try.
It's okay. It's like me learning white settler tongue.
Indeed. Okay. Let me just sort this out for you. I suppose I could tell you as well what my name is in Cherokee.
Please, if would be honored to know.
It is Gavange Uskov Towodi.
Avangay Guskov Devotee.
Yes. Seems like we are both new to learning these languages.
Yes, yes, it will be good experience. To learn one's language is to learn one's person.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Let me bring you among the tribe. Hold on. Okay. Welcome. You may need to do think about the camp a moment.
Me see camp clearly.
Excellent. Well, the funds in there are yours to use as you wish, as I say to all of the tribe members. And yeah, as far as the storage goes, take whatever it is that you need, but just in moderation.
Of course, and me no need money has no value for me, but will keep berries and herbs in storage.
Mhm.
Will add to storage. Me.
Well, that'll be great, and I'm sure that our herbalist Tabeta will be thrilled to receive those.
Yeah, me will try to what did Heck say? Pull own weight.
Hmm. Pull on.
Pull my own weight.
Oh, pull your weight. I see.
Me trying to learn settler's tongue. Not always
Hmm.
understand.
And someone said this to you. So you need to pull your weight.
No, they were helping. They tell if I have friends to make sure I pull my own weight in friendship. I I
Hmm.
don't know what it means, but I think it means do my part.
I see. Oh, well, I guess some settlers can occasionally say wise things.
Yes, me listen very well sometimes.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, that we've got plenty here to keep you well equipped. I don't know if you want to take a look because I noticed that having a look here, I'm not seeing that you have a revolver, perhaps, or do you have a knife?
Me have bow, knife, and rope. Um,
I see.
me not understand guns, so me not own one.
Okay. Well, there's a couple. Uh should you ever wish to use any, might be good to save you from being robbed by people again.
Me not me scared of guns, not understand them.
Hmm. Well, that's fair. That's fair. I have to use mine in my trade as a hunter. So.
Me hunt with bow. Use be very quiet, sneak up, kill
Oh, I
kill
agree.
them.
Yes, most of my hunting is done with a bow,
Mm-hmm.
but when it comes to some of the bigger animals, something a bit stronger is sometimes needed.
Me once killed buffalo with knife.
With a knife.
Mm-hmm.
It's
At
very
Jewel
impressive.
Land, not Jewel Land, sorry, Emerald Ranch.
I see. I see. This is very good.
Me think I got lucky.
Possibly, but yeah, I've never seen anyone kill a buffalo with a knife before.
One does not know what one can do until one does it.
Well, this is true. This is true. I think you're going to enjoy it here among the tribe, especially when you start your trials.
Yes, me, ex, it's not excited to start
Excited.
trials.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. There's quite a few of them. I can explain them to you if you wish.
May not want to take up Chief's time.
Okay, I have a little bit of time, so it wouldn't be a bother.
Me would be honored to hear then, Chief.
Sure. Let's take a seat. It's quite a few trials. Ah, good. Akachita put the dream catcher there. Excellent.
Moment.
Mm-hmm. Oh, even I'm struggling to sit down on the chair, it seems.
Yes, it's very small chair, even though me have little frame.
There we are. All right. So
Yes,
I have Trial of the Hunter. There is a wolf of great ferocity that resides over in Cochine. And so the finding and of that wolf and bringing back the pelt here to the tribe is the first challenge. It's preferred if a bow is used, which well, is lucky because that is what you use. Um, so yes, I'm happy to supply all the bits and pieces you would need. For example, the particular trap and bait in order to bring a particular thing out. Oh, I probably should explain that either myself, an advisor, or a guide will need to be with you on the majority of these trials.
yes. Me understand.
Uh, the second trial is Trial of the Scout. It is a canoe journey down the lower Montana River. So you start up here in the basin, and you will ride the canoe downstream. It must be done within a certain time limit, but it can be quite a challenge.
That sounds fun to canoe whitewater.
Mm-hmm. Trial of the Warrior is to challenge another member of the tribe and defeat them in hand-to-hand combat. I recommend possibly doing that one when you have enough books.
Absolutely, one could not win without much experience, methinks.
Indeed, indeed. Um, I should mention again also that these trials, except for the last one that I read here, these trials can be done in any order as well. Trial of the Bear is you can either find and accompany a black bear, protecting it for 12 hours. So 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. type of deal, something like that.
Right.
Or you can complete 4 nighttime patrols of tall trees. So obviously that one is easier than the first one, but would take longer. But yes, and I can obviously teach you what it is to patrol tall trees in the same time. So
Yeah, me understand. I don't know if me protecting would be wise on my part. Not
Yeah,
good aim.
no problem. But patrolling can equally be scouting and reporting back what you find.
Right.
And in terms of a protecting thing, that's really only protecting the bear from harm. If a hunter comes along, it's more about educating that hunter to respectfully not harm the black bear, as you mentioned, is sacred to all of us.
Yes.
What else here? Ah, yes, Trial of the Horse Tamer. I find this one probably doesn't need much in the way of watching over, particularly, but it is to go and find a moderately rare horse and then gift it to the tribe, preferably with a name that is of your own heritage. Would be ideal.
Uh, that means me have seen many rare horses while exploring.
Yes.
A
So,
white
uh,
Mustang and black Turkemont.
Oh, very nice. Yes, that one is quite a nice one. I think we often I would then hold those horses at my stable, and Gogo would train them up, and then we would probably give them to a new member of the tribe. So these are things that are very useful to us in the long run.
Very. Me would much like that one to give gifts.
Mm, mm. This next one is Trial of Remembrance. We would venture to a sacred site and would spend the night there. It would be expected that you bring an offering, of which during the night you'd be able to offer that offering.
Oh yes, get very much yes.
And then the last one, which would have to happen last, is Trial of the Spirit, which would be undergoing a final challenge to take sacred medicines and yeah, proceed through that final trip, as it were. And then obviously you do have your name, but we welcome settlers with an open mind to also participate in the trials, and should they not have a name that belongs to them from a tribe, if they were to complete all 7 trials, then uh, completing them would earn them a name among our tribe. But obviously, you have one, so.
Yes, but it's still good. Me was daughter of medicine man, so very familiar with spirit journey.
Ah, very good. Yes. Well, Sabata is currently busy studying to become shaman and medicine. I suppose you say medicine woman of our tribe, and hopefully, in time, she'll take up the role. And so, if you have any insight, I'm sure she would love to learn you as well.
Uh, Me would be honored to help a medicine woman if can.
Absolutely.
Very excited. Look forward to trials.
Yeah, they should be good, and we often do all other types of get-togethers. For example, Aquachito, I don't know where he managed to get it from, but he's managed to get one of them motion picture things that the settlers use, and he's managed to obtain a particular film about our people. So we'll be able to watch that. We're watching that, I think, tomorrow evening.
Me not understand.
Well, you'll have the opportunity soon enough.
We'll have to come and see.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do need to start thinking about some food.
Me understand. Sorry to take up
Oh,
Chief uh, Firewalker.
apparently.
must
um,
must be nimble to jump over fire sticks.
yes, I do it enough. So, um, but yes, I mean, never apologize for any time that you think that you may be taking up or anything like that. You're a member of this tribe, and so your voice is welcome here.
It, it's good to be part of tribe again after last tribe.
Well,
It
we're glad to have you with us.
is very uh on, honored to be here. Um, where if where would me um acknowledging where set up camp is okay.
Yes. I insist that I pay towards the member permit that you would need. So let me get the funds for you.
No, no have to do, Chief. Me have money.
I said I insist.
Yes. Sorry.
There you are.
Yes. Very. Thank you.
Sorry about that. I was needed to clear my throat. Yeah, of course, no problem. And that should get you the member permit. You're welcome to use it here if you wish, or you can hold on to it. I'm happy either way. And yeah, once you're set up, I suppose an unspoken trial is getting yourself 10 deer hide to make a teepee for yourself.
Me accept trial.
Yep, and what I do recommend is if you can, the only sort of thing I would ask is that this open space right here be
Yes.
be left open, just because our ranchers usually raise cattle here when they're doing that, and it's also a nice space probably to farm as well. I dare say.
Oh, me first time come some mini sheep in this spot.
Yes, that's right.
Where me put TP?
It's a good question. That will be a challenge to figure out. Some of these TPs are available, I believe. So ultimately, you could use one of the TPs that are already here. Let me have a little think. One moment. Okay. So I know that Moses is staying in that one. Anonto has that furthest one over there. Around the back there is Akachitas. And I believe Debaters is that one. And that one's Kai's. Which means I think this one's available. I think this one's available. These two nearest ones.
This one would be more than edit more than fine.
All right. Well, yeah. You can still place the member permit here, and you'll be able to place 5 furniture pieces, of course. You can see in Tenonto's TP there. I think she's got a little fire burning to light up the interior there.
That is nice. It's cozy.
It is, yeah. So, yeah, you'd be more than welcome to do things like that. There's probably a few things, to be fair, that are actually in storage. So just take a look at those and see if there's anything from there that you would like. But I'm thinking in terms of what else we might need. If you can keep at least one little furniture space free, just in case someone's got a profession. I mean, even you might have a profession that you want to improve it. There are particular benches that we can acquire. So if you can keep one space free, that would be great.
Me will keep one space free for Chief.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I mean, it'll be for someone else, not me. I'm a trapper, but yes, that would be great.
Me understand.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and welcome to the tribe. I'm glad to have you among us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I do need to be thinking about that food.
Me understand. Chief must keep strength up.
That I do. Well,
Me,
Donna Dego Hahi. which means till we meet again.
Taxa aki, which means farewell.